This is Tomorrowpictures.TV.
Tomorrow Pictures.
This town's made of tin. Convertible car, sexy man.
Hello, I'm Dana.
Hi, how are you?
Good, nice to meet you. I'm here with Tomorrowpictures.TV. Just a few questions. So you're here to support the man of the hour, Deion Sanders. What is your take on this event, and are you proud of him?
Oh, yes, I'm beyond proud. This is a great accomplishment. People play, that sport forever, and they don't get to this level that Deion Sanders has gotten to. I mean, Deion Sanders, 21. You just know who that is, and I'm very proud of him.
So how does it feel being the inductee for the Pro Football Hall of Fame?
It feels great, especially for my mother, who has been through it, who sacrificed to ensure that I have all my needs met and made sure I made it to practice day in and day out. And I'm thankful for her, first of all, that hard work does pay off.
Can't be prouder, huh?
Yeah, I'm happy for her.
I know you're really happy.
I'm very, very excited for him to finally see him get rewarded for something he's worked so hard for, just in what he's done on the field. So it's exciting.
Well, we've been like brothers. I've known Deion since he was 17 years old. And so we went to Florida State together, and I was a freshman his senior year, and we've always had a kinsman kind of a relationship. And so, it's great to see that, this city being able to recognize Deion, for the great works that he's done, because it's not about as much about Deion on the field, which is great, and he's going in the Hall of Fame, but it's also, to me, this week is about, Deion off the field and bringing awareness to the things that he's done, working with children. His passion is working with children, inner city kids who don't have fathers in many cases. And so to be able to bring those kids on buses here to Atlanta to get with other players and teach other players how to give back to the community has just been fantastic.
Incredible athlete, incredible person on and off the field, really cares about his plight, which is taking care of kids, mentoring kids. And when it comes to coming on our show, we got a lot of athletes that are big time, and they don't have the time from time to time, but prime time always makes time. So that's why we're walking down this line and spending some time with Prime.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Having an opportunity to play with Deion, one of the best athletes I've ever played with, I admired him more for what he did off the field. His relationship with children and kids in the community, everybody loved him. A lot of people talk about he marketed himself well. I mean, he was the best marketing person I've ever seen, but he was so down to earth. Every kid that needed an autograph signed, he was there to sign it. He never used foul language, and he never drank. And that's the one thing that I respected about Deion. And I'm so happy to be here to support him, and I'm glad to see him go in the Hall of Fame.
Well, Deion is a living legend. He is a person that basically lived on his own terms on and off the field. And he's a trailblazer. He's actually a trendsetter who makes a difference not only in the sport arena, but also with kids and with youth. And so I'm inspired, I'm uplifted being around someone like him who is living out their dream. And that's what I empower people to do as a speech coach, as a trainer, as an author, nationally and internationally. It's about people living out their dreams and living from a place of passion and truth.
Do you have any special memories or anything that just reminds you of his personality?
Well, I mean, his personality is definitely one that you can't forget. He's so outgoing, and you just never know what he's going to say. You don't know what's going to come out of that mouth of his, and that's just kind of like, I love his confidence. That's the thing that I really like most about Deion. And I love the fact that, he is a God-fearing man. That's awesome.
The thing about Deion is that, one of the running jokes that we have is because, we have this little gag where we try to figure out who was the greatest Seminole of all time. So with all, forgetting all the great accolades he's had in the pros, he, myself, Bobby Butler, anytime we get together, we're going to have this conversation. He's a Hall of Fame guy, but as it pertains to our school, that's the most important thing to us. So that's the only little thing I'll share with you. There's a lot of other stuff, but I can't share that.
Well, just the different games we played on defense. Back then the Living Colors. What is that movie? In Living Colors. We used to play this game started by Deion, where everybody had to wear the homie the clown. That's it, homie the clown shirt. If you missed tackles or you got ran over, and that was started by Deion, and we just loved it and had a lot of fun with it.
Have you taken anything from him or gotten any inspiration that you can use for your own life?
Definitely. I mean, he's no nonsense. He's about his own truth. He brings his energy and his passion to life. And to me, I think he's kind of like what Muhammad Ali was to boxing. I mean, he's a person who brings personality and flavor and spice. And that's really what life is about.
Well, I mean, just what he said, Deion's always been good for us and always been good to us. And as far as his time, very charitable. Just a down-home good guy, so I mean, we always support him.
I think it's important for athletes as a whole to support each other. I mean, you know, sometimes we get a bad rap for whatever, but a lot of times I think the athletes, we just need to support one another, male and female. So I think it's just good that we come out and support each other.
Are you a big fan?
Of course.
So what are you expecting to get from tonight?
Just to learn a little bit more about Deion and, you know, how he's giving back. I know he did a few things this weekend with some his charity and, you know, giving back to the younger kids.
Kids, we're here playing football this weekend. We're 6-0 right now. Championships games tomorrow. I'm so excited for these babies to play in the championship game in our second annual tournament here in Atlanta, and just expose some kids from out. Kids came from Baltimore and all over the ATL as well as Athens, and we're happy just to put on a good show and let them show their athletic ability, because one day they may be a professional player.
Oh man, he's phenomenal. You know, great ball player. You know, great entertainer, great person, great personality. You know what I'm saying?
Do you have like any special memories of him, or you're just like, oh, I'll never forget that?
Oh, he just all the touchdowns he scores. You know what I'm saying? Just the person that he is. He's a good people.
Right.
That's my man.
Well, I heard you talking about how you're partnering with Atlanta and Deion Sanders. Can you go into detail about what that partnership is and what it's going to do?
I'll be happy to. We have opened up 33 recreation centers in the city of Atlanta. So we're working right now with Deion to see how do we have a good fit between what he's doing with children and young people in the youth space, his football initiatives, his football tournaments. How do we make that into a good overall fit with what we're doing with children and young people in the city? And it's going real well, and you're going to be hearing a significant announcement soon.
Well, I just think it's going to be a great night. I'm just grateful that, you know, the mayor of the city of Atlanta is going to be here, Kasim Reed, and you know, he's been a vital part of the future and some of the things that we're doing. Deion serves on my board of the Put Up Your Dukes Foundation because we work with children, also adults, and things of that nature to fight the diseases of excess weight. So, you know, on the 18th, we're going to launch a big initiative with the mayor that speaks to getting the community of Atlanta healthy. So it's going to be a huge weekend.
I think he's a great symbol of excellence, and I think his continued care about young people is really what differentiates him between other people. He's made a fortune, he's a Hall of Famer, but he continues to care about young people in a passionate way, and he wants to improve their lives and give them the kind of opportunities that he had growing up. I think it speaks to the quality of individual he is.
Well, thank you so much, and enjoy your evening. It was nice to meet you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. And what are you looking forward to tonight?
Just to have some fun, man. I think I'm running on 2 or 3 hours of sleep over the whole weekend. I'm at the laundry. I went to a laundromat last night. I'm serious. I haven't been to a laundromat since college, since '88, to wash the kids' uniforms at 2 in the morning. We couldn't find one open. I went to 10 laundromats in Atlanta. Let's go, Atlanta. Laundromats don't open 24/7. I had to come back home and get back up at 6:15 because it opened at 6:30. That was the crux of my early morning.
Well, you enjoy your night. You look good.
Thank you. You look good. You feel good.
Nice to meet you.
And then you pay good.
This town's made of tin. Convertible car, sexy man. Dark sun.
This is Tomorrowpictures.TV.
I'm running for president one more time. Put the cameras on me. At about 70 years old, by that time, I could talk about sugar diabetes. I could talk about the people in nursing homes. We could talk about a whole bunch of things that's relevant to America. Bring Social Security down. That's the time for Jesse to run at 75 years old. Jesse Jackson running in 2016. Look out, Barack.
Everything you say about UFOs has to, at one level, have a perhaps added to it. No, I don't have a smoking saucer in my garage. I don't have an alien body on ice in my freezer. I wish I did. But I think there's enough overwhelming amount of anecdotal evidence and evidence dating back to the Stone Age.
Production services provided by Tomorrow Pictures Incorporated. The story is in the telling.
Tomorrow Pictures. The story is in the telling.